heart if you show me yours. Okay.
Have you ever listened to an episode once it came out?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
To see, what do you get from that? What do you get from the second time around?
I don't really know.
Me neither.
I mean,
Me neither.
I don't know.
It's like, I remember what we said.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's when she
Yeah.
said that. I liked it.
I guess it's fun to be like, we are friends, aren't we?
To check it.
Yeah.
Are we friends? Yes, we are.
Well, it's like I know we're friends, but do we sound like friends?
Yeah, do I believe me later on?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It does. I've listened to it a few times after, usually only when I have to edit it, though. After that, I'm like, let the world enjoy it. I've had enough. Yeah. I've had enough of
and
me.
that's enough of that.
That's enough. But hey, we got a really fun topic today.
We do.
I don't want to skip ahead, but this one's fun because it gives us a chance to talk about a lot of things I really want to talk about.
All right.
Namely Maggie's wedding.
Yes.
That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
This playlist is all a ruse, so we can talk about that.
Kind of, yeah. Oh,
100%.
absolutely.
I'm not afraid.
I think we came up with this idea before the wedding.
We did.
But, I mean...
But now we have to do
right,
it. Yeah,
right.
now we have to do it.
Yes.
Absolutely. We haven't recorded since you've been wed.
This is wild.
I know.
When you said it's been like 2 months, I was like,
Yeah. You had a honeymoon since then, right?
no, we haven't gone on it yet. We had a mini honeymoon.
You had a mini
and
honeymoon. Okay.
We can
And you
talk
fucking
about
did
that.
it. Okay. I just want everyone to know we will be talking about your parents.
Yeah, oh, good.
Yeah,
oh, you
we
finally-
will. I did, and we will discuss everything.
right.
They were wonderful.
yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed meeting them. We will discuss that.
Right.
Everything you've hoped for is me heads. Today's the day. We're gonna get all of that. So how's it been? What you been up to other than being married now?
Man, honestly, I've just been very busy with work, which is not like an exciting answer.
You're in a play now, right?
Yes.
What's going on with that?
So it's a college buddy of mine who I admire dearly, who was at the wedding.
Okay. Did I meet this person?
Maybe.
I might have.
They
Okay.
were extremely drunk. Not the most drunk person there, but the second most drunk person
Okay.
is the director.
Sure. That's what we do.
Yeah, exactly. We actually met during the comedy wrestling show that I used to do.
My favorite myth.
yes. The myth of
yeah.
WrestlePocalypse.
Yeah, I love it.
That is how we became friends.
Yeah.
And because we're friends, he like wrote this play, and it is very funny. He's been a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer for the past, since graduating. He's older than I am.
Wow.
So yes, and extremely successful, extremely rolling in the dough.
That's a smart move if you want to have money.
Oh yeah,
if you'd like to have money,
You
what a
know,
good choice.
Exactly. But we've always kept in touch, and he
Yeah.
invites me to all these weird parties at rich people's houses.
Are they do you wear masks and say Fidelio and shit like that?
I mean, just right up to that point. And I'm sure he has been to parties like that.
Wait, just very briefly, does Eyes Wide
Yes.
Shut now scan as a reference for anybody? Am I the
think
only
so.
one? Okay.
No, I think so.
I think that movie is extremely memorable.
I would
Party,
hope so.
extremely
Yes.
memorable.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, listen, everyone fucking
Take an afternoon.
stop right now. Stop listening. Go watch
watch.
that.
Yeah.
You'll never forget it.
No.
It's something to behold. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, so and that is my friend Makoa.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful, weird, wonderful person. So yeah, he wrote a play. It's called Widower in Paradise. It is a bachelor type farcical play, but it is also a murder mystery because obviously someone dies during it.
Right. Well, widower sort of
yes.
betrays the idea
Yes.
of premature death.
Yes. So it's very fun, very Agatha Christie,
Yeah.
but also stupid
Yeah.
in a fun way.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. I didn't have to audition for it. He just asked me if I.
He knew what he had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He understood.
He understood.
Yeah.
What
And are
he
you
got.
enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. Yeah, I mean, Makoa is great and is truly a good friend, but he's also a great director.
Oh, good.
And just is great to work with. Yeah, I'm having fun. Everyone's having fun. one person is struggling in the cast
To perform or have fun? Or both?
Both.
So what do you think that is? What do you think?
I was talking with Will about this last night. I was describing what seems. So she's playing. My character's name's Watson, and she's Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're podcasting's greatest investigators. But we recently separated. Yes, it's very
okay.
Yeah, and so to be fair, she you know, there at the end there's a big parlor scene, and we like say how everyone does it. It's very Orient Express type thing.
It wasn't until he walked in the room.
Yes,
it's that
precisely.
Stuff. Yeah, great.
So it's that. And so to be fair, she does have a lot of lines, and to be fair, it was written by a lawyer, so you know things are very.
So it's a little dense.
It is. Okay. It's dense. However, again, Makoa, like, in my opinion, gave her every single, like, he worked with her for like 6 hours to like help her get her lines. He was literally like, if you want to rewrite this in your own words, please do. She like has she's a detective and has a notebook. And I was like, and Makoa was like, write notes in the notebook. You can just reference it. No one's going to care.
Look at lines.
Exactly. Yeah. No one's going to care.
That's what Marlon Brando did, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes sense for the character. But all these things, she like, didn't want to do it, or she's like,
is it ego, you think?
I think it is a little bit of ego. She like right before, like a week ago, we were having like one-on-one scenes, and she like almost started crying and was like, she was like, I feel like I'm not funny. I feel like I'm the worst in the cast, and like, which I understood, you know, like I sympathize, and like we tried to work with her, and I thought I gave her some like very interesting character ideas, but also like I don't really think that she like took the I don't know. Makoa was texting me last night and was like, what am I doing wrong? I was like, honestly, Makoa, I don't.
Casting is what he's doing wrong.
Yeah. And the weird thing is like, so this is a like North Hollywood group, and last night we did a preview for just like theater people who like, you know, and they all knew each other. Like they knew this girl. They knew all the other. I was the only person they didn't know in the room.
Did they expect this from her? You didn't ask that question.
I didn't ask that question. Yeah, it was like, I mean, afterwards, you know, they were all talking with her. One girl was like hugging her. Was like, it's gonna be okay. Like, and it was just.
But she's in her head now. Yeah. And she can't get out now.
No.
Yeah. That's really tough.
It's wild.
I mean, for those of you, so a lot of you who listen are not going to sympathize with this problem enough because you don't understand what it is for an actor to do what they do. Mm-hmm. But one thing I think it's really important to understand is that an actor cannot be asked to be self-reflexive.
Yes.
An actor should not be considering their performance in terms of how it's being viewed.
Yes.
Once they're doing that, they're actually, what they're doing is what the director does.
Right, viewing it from the outside instead
of
the inside.
That stops them from being emotionally available. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a simple rule, and like everybody understands it. Mm-hmm. And some people can kind of jump around in it and be fine, but some people can't. And in her case, once she started thinking down those lines, you know, it takes a lot to get out of it.
Yeah. Like I see her bright, like, you know, when she's trying to remember the next line, it's like, and it just like, no, it's,
just isn't there. Oof. And nobody thought about reassigning lines. I mean, why am I fixing this? I don't need to fix it.
Yeah. I mean, like even last night I had to be like, because I'm Watson, so I can help a little bit. And I was kind of like,
was it maybe the alley?
Yeah, I like 3 times.
Maybe the person that came down the hall.
It was like, and like I also have a lot of lines, in the same, you know, kind of vein, and I was very busy, and I got mine memorized. Not to say, you know, whatever. It's very different. Like,
I'll put it to you this way, you know, like I've had really talented actors who I cast, and I mean, if I name names, you'd be like, oh shit, right. Mm-hmm. Who I asked to do stuff for Cracked, and you know, Cracked just had a lot of lines, and there were some that it was like they just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with their intelligence.
Oh no! And she thinks it is.
That's the problem.
Yeah, she said she was too stupid for the play, and I was like,
she believes the wrong thing.
Yes,
that's not
it's a dumb play on purpose. It's not. You're not.
No,
stupid.
man.
No.
That's not it. There's
No.
so many actors who are incredibly talented who are also dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah, that has
fine.
nothing to do
and then
with
there's
it.
brilliant actors. It's like, that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
It's an emotional issue, and it's like memorization is not the only arbiter of intelligence. It just is the one that she feels naked and ashamed about in front of people.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
And she cares about that. Is
As
the other
she should.
thing. Yeah.
And like that's heart-wrenching to
Yeah.
me.
I know. It was hard to. It's yeah.
I had an actor who was from SNL who struggled to do some lines like that were very didactic,
Right.
Because it was like, this isn't how people talk,
Yeah.
or it's a lot of material, and that's a problem sometimes. You
Or
know?
they're not emotionally connected to it, so they
Yes.
don't know what to say next because
Yes.
they aren't connected to it.
There's so many reasons why memorization might be a problem, and like, yeah, it makes me appreciate guys like Swaim.
Yeah.
And guys like Dan O'Brien. Dan
Yeah.
O'Brien is like a fucking sorcerer with memorization. It's like, wow, you know? Yeah, because some of those guys, they can just do it. It's partly because they're writers, but
Yeah.
it's a talent, you know?
Not to brag, but I'm also pretty fun good.
So definitely to brag.
I mean,
just quick brag alert.
Just quick brag alert. Brag alert. Brag alert.
Also, I look good while I memorize. While I'm memorizing, I look very good.
Oh my god. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
It needed to be out in the world. I helped you on that one. Yeah. So, okay. Well, hopefully she doesn't listen to your podcast. Okay. Even if she does,
yeah.
know that you are loved here.
Yes.
Like, I mean that.
yes.
I mean that. And it's
Truly,
not- I'm not
I love
belittling
everyone
you.
in the cast. It's been a delight.
Memorizing is hard. And for an actor, some actors, it comes naturally, and it's not the same skill as being able to realistically perform.
Yes.
So different,
Yes, very different.
skills. So, like, you know, you can be bad at one thing and good at another, or this may got in your head and now your brain can't do it. I got whole stories about that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Later.
Later.
I'll be doing it. Okay, so you are in a play, and you're releasing videos in which I'm a commenter. That's a thing that's happening now.
Oh my god! I forgot to ask if you saw
That's
that
cool.
you were the.
Somebody in my chat told me, like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
you know, you're in Maggie's video. I'm like, what do you? No, I'm not. Like, no, I'm not. And like, I am.
Oh, you are.
Oh, I was.
Oh, you are.
And I'm a troll commenter. I like it.
Yeah. Will thought
Fits.
of it, and I was like, perfect.
Fits. Yeah.
Perfect.
I would do that.
Absolutely.
I would, if I was a commenter, that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
100%.
Chatter.
Oh, if I was in the chat, I'd be the fucking worst. I would instantly alienate everybody. That's the first thing I would do. It'd be like first item on my agenda. Okay. And how is Will in the afterglow? How are things in the afterglow of the event?
It's been great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we'll get into it, but like, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a more like perfect. It feels like that was like another time and space in a good way, where
Yeah.
it's just like monument, like stands on its own. Like,
It was truly a wonderful wedding. Like it was definitely a it almost felt like a painting in many ways. There was like paintings of it in my mind. And I don't say pictures because everybody has wedding pictures. There could be paintings of what this wedding was. The way it looked and just the feelings that everybody was having. I'll talk a little bit about your dad's speech because I looked back at my table. My table, they were all very fun. And they were lots of tears. There was tears everywhere.
wow.
Yeah, your dad nailed it. He hit a home
The most
run.
surprising was that people all throughout the night saying how much they were either crying or like holding back tears. 'Cause I knew I was gonna cry, and I knew, like
You seemed like you handled it like you were pretty like
I did.
secure.
Yeah,
And once
yeah.
I met your mom, some parts of you made more sense to me.
many people
Yeah.
said that.
That's true.
Yeah,
100% true. Like the first thing that stands out about her, because she's fantastic,
Yeah.
is she's mischievous. It's like the first thing. I was like, oh, this woman causes trouble. I see that. And I dug that. I'm like, yeah. She's the brains behind all the operation here. I like it.
She is,
And I dig that.
She absolutely
Yeah,
is.
she's up to something. And I'm like, oh, that's where Maggie gets that. That's very fun.
Yes, I've always said I truly am a mix of both my parents, and when you
Yeah.
put them together, it's like, oh, Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, they were both just so wonderful and attentive, and I'll say more because, and about your brother too, who I also really liked. They were both wonderful, intelligent, just lovely people, very open-hearted. They were like, they weren't doing bride parent things that I've seen done before. Like they were doing they were curious. What's your story?
Yes,
they were open-hearted in a way.
Yes.
I was very impressed with that. You know, I've been to many weddings. Very few of them spent any quality time with the bride's parents.
Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's the truth.
Oh, well, I knew
That's
they
the
were
truth.
specifically very excited to meet you.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope I delivered.
I'm
also,
sure.
all your friends were very fun.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
That was the other thing. It's like, I just felt so lucky to be surrounded by.
So I want to tell specific stories so that it's not just like,
Right.
we all had a great time and everybody's nice. And I want to tell
Yes.
specific stories.
Cool.
But not yet. So like,
Yes.
What else have you got? What else has been going on?
I mean, it's pretty much it.
Yeah.
One of our cats, we found out, has an immune system issue.
Oh.
Their body is attacking the healthy bacteria in their teeth.
Oh,
So-
like cat MS?
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah. It'll be
How
fine
serious is it?
though. Not too it's rare for cats to have, and the cat has been clearly been in pain, but we now have him on medication, and we're about to get some of his teeth pulled. But then after that, he'll be fine and live a normal life.
Get some robot teeth in there. Get some metal teeth in there.
No, they just get.
They just have less
They
teeth.
just yeah. But apparently it's
Is
like
it Lewis?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, it's Murphy,
Okay.
the himbo.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course,
So
it's
he
the
will be
himbo.
fine. I
Of course.
know. Yes.
I haven't met these cats, but I have a distinct idea about them both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a lot of fun.
Besides that, yeah.
I mean, you also went to a thing with Jamie, right? You and Jamie did a thing in Vegas, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, oh,
that
she's on
was
another
fun.
trip? Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah, yeah.
did. It was like a triple. So it was my pseudo bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Another of our friends is having a baby.
Yeah.
And another of our friends turned 30. So it was bachelor, baby, birthday.
It's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things.
Okay.
But it was a blast.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Okay. Yeah, you seem like you're having fun.
Yeah.
So things have been pretty good in Fishville. Oh, what did we do about the last name? Are we sticking with Fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't. Okay.
No.
Great.
I have never. I like being. I feel very connected to the fish side of my family.
Sure.
So
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. I love that. If you have a child, a hypothetical child, a human child, are we doing hyphenate, or do they pick which last name they like, or have you decided that?
We haven't super decided.
Okay.
Will was like, it'd be funny if we have a daughter and we gave her Reese, and then any of the males we gave them Fish. But
That's right up his alley.
I know.
Yeah, perfect.
I know. And it was like
Right up their alley. Forget
yes.
it. Yeah.
No, the only thing is I think it's difficult, like legal wise, if your kids have different last names.
Is it? I don't know.
I
don't think so.
Okay, well if it's
I don't
not,
think it is.
then we might. I mean, that could be funny.
Like I don't
mostly
think,
funny.
Yeah, I think taxes still work out the same. I think
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think it
true.
matters.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Maybe something like that. Maybe a hyphen. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or just a whole new last name.
A whole new last name.
Yeah, Rish. I don't know.
Rish.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Don't like that kid already. Poor Dolores Rish. She had to go to private school.
Ah, she did. Yes.
Okay. I didn't get to meet Will's mother. I talked to her very briefly, but I didn't get to talk to her much. I felt bad about that. But
Nah.
okay.
She's definitely more, I mean, especially compared to my parents, more
She's really reserved
Yes,
comparatively. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
She's very, also grew up Irish Catholic,
Yeah.
like, lots of
Big
sisters,
families.
big
Yeah.
family. But yeah, she is very Will's shyness. They're a lot alike.
I saw
Will
that too.
And Will's
yeah,
mom, yeah.
Of course. I mean, of course. It came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Will is her favorite child, so.
Well, he's a beautiful child.
Yeah.
I mean, they're beautiful,
Yeah.
so I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. All right. Okay. Anything else?
No?
Okay.
I was just about to frisbee it back over
Frisbee.
to you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
How are you doing? How have you been since?
I've been doing okay. I've been getting healthier, which is good.
Oh,
yes.
as in how? That's fun.
I've lost 30 pounds this year.
Shit.
Which you're probably like, how did I not notice that? Because I weigh so much more numbers wise than you would guess. Like I carry, I'm like dense, like a supernova. Like I'm serious. Like,
that's why I gravitate towards you.
No, for real. So like, but I'm at that age where eating bad has caught up to me a little bit.
Yes.
So
yes.
medications are happening and weight loss is happening, which is time and appropriate, and I'm happy about that. I shot a thing for school. I shot a film for school, which was fun. I hadn't worked in a while.
Cool.
It was cool. We didn't finish it, but I'll probably finish it in a couple weeks. It was just nice to work again. I'm teaching directing again, and it's wonderful.
Thank God.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's way better. It's just better. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like I'm speaking to them now, like as colleagues. I'm like speaking into their spirits a little more, which is what I want to be doing. You know,
and that's what, like, I mean, you were a young director, but knowing that's what they need. You know.
Well, it's the school's always been very kind to me about this. When I finally took over a directing class, this guy who's been my boss for a while, he was like, "Sorry it took so long." That was his response.
Wow,
you know?
yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, we understand each other. I don't think I can say much more about the podcast stuff now yet. But soon,
that's been cool.
Podcast stuff is blowing up a little
Playing
bit.
a lot of video games.
Oh my God, so many. I've been playing the fuck out of Elden Ring.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so here's the thing about that game, and really all the Dark Souls games. They bring out a rough part of my personality, and that part is I don't like to, like, when I get into a situation that causes me stress or pain, and I can't stop it. After a while, I get to be kind of a little baby about it, just a little bit. I get to be kind of a fuck this. No, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I get to be like that. Those games always push me to that point. Every one of them does. So I literally had to stop the game for the first time I've ever done that. I was like, I gotta stop. I'm just being terrible right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had to stop.
Wow. Actually, Will is very similar in that video games are like, you know, Will very mild, like, you know,
very
like
chilled out.
Very chilled out person. Video games is the one thing that they can like get irate.
These games can be little mean-spirited bastards.
Yeah, watching it, it's like, oh my God.
Why are you doing this to me? Yeah.
It's like one hit, you know, the one hit and you're dead. And the like,
lots of that shit.
Yes, on a loop.
Contrast that with Kirby, sweet gumball Kirby that you and I were playing just now. It's like, oh yeah, games don't have to be a chore. They can be like sweet.
Yeah.
Filled with what seems like sugar and stars.
Right. And I guess I have to kill this fox, but they seem to like it.
Yeah, they're cute, but they're fine that they're dying, I guess. Being sucked into my endless vortex. Because Kirby, what fuels him? What fuels him? I don't know. I couldn't say. So just life stuff has been good because I think there's improvements. Mike and I are getting progress on a script.
Ooh.
I'm actually now pretty close to underway on my own script that I've been waiting for a while about my grandfather who just died.
Aww.
It's okay. Remember I said I had to go to a funeral?
That's right.
It was his.
Okay.
Which was nice. I saw my family. It was great.
Aww, great.
And this script is like, it's like, I think I can write it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
So it's good.
Good.
So things are okay.
Good.
Yeah, things are okay. We have quite a show for you today because not only are we going to talk in more details about the wedding, but we are doing the wedding playlist today. The wedding playlist. This one was on the original draft of ideas you and I came up with.
Wow.
That's how old this one goes
foresight.
back. Yes. Well, we both knew at some point. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this will be a chance to talk about our opinions of marriage and stuff, but also a little bit about stuff that happened at the wedding because it was pretty good.
Yep.
Now, those of you who need a refresher, here's how this dangerous game called the playlist works. Oh, no. I'm skipping ahead. We have to thank our producers.
Oh, shit.
My bad.
Oh, that is your bad.
It is my bad. I actually have a brand spanking new list of producers that our beautiful Abe just sent us. I think you also got it, buddy.
I do.
So I'm going to begin by thanking them, starting now. Thanks to Christ Asharian.
Thank you, Chris.
It's Christ.
Christ. Oh, there, I got it.
Yeah, okay. Christ Asharian.
Krista Sharon.
That name's is a mystery box.
I know.
That name's. I want to open a door, but I'm afraid there's gonna be another Christ beneath it or something. You know?
I do really like that name, though. I don't think I've ever seen it or heard it before.
There's a cape.
Christ.
Put a cape on that name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris the Cape.
Ooh, like
Caper.
it. Okay. Thanks to Travis Bevins.
Thanks, Travis.
Thanks, Travis Bevins. Thanks to David Hinson.
David Henson.
Thanks to Math Demigod.
Math Demigod.
You better be. Thanks to Keith Nigel Benjamin Willis.
Thank you, Keith Nigel Benjamin Willis.
How many of those are real names, you think?
Wow.
How many of those are really this person's name?
I think it might be, or it's two people, Keith Nigel
Sharing
and
a subscription?
Benjamin Willis. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and he just sends it.
Why would you share a subscription? Like to a patron? Would you do that? A Patreon?
I don't know.
I mean, we do it on Netflix.
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Or Amazon.
I think if it was like my best friend, or like my sister, so they're around me all the time.
You don't have a sister, though.
No,
you?
but
I was like, I didn't
not
know.
a real sister.
I was like, I didn't meet that person. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. But if you had a sister, you assume we'd share Patreon.
Right.
That's what we'd be doing.
Yes.
Fair enough. Thanks to Driftless.
That is the fun one.
Oh, beautiful.
Driftless.
Beautiful human being.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thanks to a cheese sandwich.
Cheese sandwich.
We started to get into what we might call metaphorical names.
Yes. People are like, well, they're going to say it out loud.
If they're going to say it out loud, I don't want them to know my name is, Jack Jackson or whatever. Thanks to Charlie Artful.
Thank you, Charlie Artful.
Yeah.
Full of art.
Yeah. Could be. Also, could just be a gardener.
Could be.
Making a lot out of that.
Yes.
Because, I could see that. Thanks to Evan Fineout. What a name.
Thank
Evan
you.
Fineout?
Evan Fineout.
Evan Fineout. Like as in fuck around and Evan Fineout, right? That's what we're going to do. Thanks to Donna Milligan.
Thank you, Donna Milligan.
Now that's a troublemaker.
Yeah.
There's a troublemaker.
I want to go out with a Donna.
Oh, I think you need to meet Donna Milligan. I think you and Donna would have quite a time.
Yes.
Quite a time. Thanks to Jeff Beef.
Jeff Beef.
I try not to reward these names with laughter, but that one really deserved it.
Jeff Beef.
Jeff. Like there's strips of them hanging in the pantry or something. You weren't scared until I thought of that idea.
Yeah, that one was
Okay, you want to take it
scary.
from there, or do you have them?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben Menasha.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Thank you, Seth and Quinn's mom.
That's a name that invites comment every time.
I know.
How do we think Seth and Quinn are doing?
I think they're doing great. They're
What if-
twins, right? We've decided.
What if Seth and Quinn passed 100 years ago and this is like a ghost account? Yeah, didn't even
my
think about
God.
that.
Those are kind of old timey names.
They are.
Quinn.
Like they died in the Depression.
Yeah.
And their mom's like looking back from the industrial age or whatever, being like, I
Yes.
wonder what happened.
It seems like a nice podcast.
They'd have loved to hear the podcast.
Just us and like Joe Rogan or like the two podcasts she listens
Bummer.
to. I know. Well, she's old.
She wants both
doesn't
ends
know.
of the spectrum.
Yes.
Human and monstrous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't know which one we are. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Luke Andrew.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cowboy.
Definitely.
Yes.
Speaking of cowboys, did you see The Power of the Dog?
No.
That's a
Didn't
movie
see
that
it
might be a
yet.
Maggie movie. Yeah, that might be a Maggie movie.
Interesting.
You might dig that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We saw the one Guillermo del Toro.
Which one did he do?
The one at the carnival. What's it called?
haven't seen
Nightmare
it.
Alley. Nightmare Alley.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you're gonna hate hearing this. You're gonna hate it.
What?
I'm not a big Del Toro guy.
No, I
I'm
understand it.
I'm not a big Del
I
Toro guy.
understand. Yeah.
I think
I still think
I get
Pan's
why people
Labyrinth
love him.
is his best.
I like that
Hands
film.
down.
I do like that film.
I liked Nightmare Alley way more than I thought I would. And it was much better than I went in expecting. And there
Okay.
are moments of it that are like freaking phenomenal.
I bet.
And some
I'm sure-
moments
of
that
course.
drag a little bit and are like,
I thought
all
Shape
right.
of Water had some phenomenal moments.
Yeah.
Like a few very
Yes.
good moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also Nightmare Alley would have been a great name for the Batman.
Oh my god!
Did you like
that's
the
what I
Batman?
kept thinking. I didn't see the Batman yet.
Oh, dude.
I know.
That's a watcher.
Yeah,
Put that one
I'm
on your
excited
eyeballs.
to see it.
Lather your eyeballs up with that.
We were gonna see it in Vegas, but anyways.
I'm serious. It's the best Batman film. I think.
Okay. I'm
telling you.
excited.
I'm
All
telling you.
right.
Okay, that's my opinion. Please continue.
All right. Thank you, Bro Jay. Classic.
Sure.
Classic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Flating our hearts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks to Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
I love a single name.
I know.
Just coming out here. I'm not giving you my last name,
I'm
but I'll
just
give
Melissa.
you $10 as my first name. And I'm like, thanks for
All
both
right.
of those things.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really appreciative of that. Thanks to Adam by the Birch.
Adam by the Birch.
The person who is actually just a poem.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
Yes.
He's a living stanza. Maybe a couple more. Thanks to
Great.
Nathan Wells.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
He owns an Irish setter breeding farm.
Okay.
But not a farm, like a nice version.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Maybe we're distantly related.
Yeah. Well, maybe
If they're
the fish,
yeah.
the fish, and the
and the wells.
and he sells Irish setters, beautiful dogs. I'm told.
Yes.
You know, I Googled it once and I was like, "That's a nice looking dog." So that's what he does.
You were gonna get a dog once.
Dude.
I know. You have your whole life ahead of you. There are
Well,
many.
maybe. Like, we don't know. I'll be dead tonight. We don't know. Yeah, I could have. And then I would be like, what happened to my Spumoni Italiano? Out the window.
Oh no.
I need to get that dog. I don't know. I got to think about it. It's just that, like, look around. Like, I just feel like I'm going to drop shit and it's going to eat all kinds of nonsense.
That's good though. Dogs do that.
I know. Well, I don't want a vacuum cleaner. I want a dog, you know? Like, you're like, but
Some
if you
are
get
both.
¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
And finally, for now, our friend Steven Asarian.
Thank you, Stephen Asarian.
Yeah, seems
Thank
like a
you so
beautiful guy.
much.
Seems like a lawyer, though.
Oh sure.
Right?
Sure.
Asarian Esquire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Practicing,
I know a few
environmental
nice
law.
lawyers.
Yeah.
Doop, doop, doop.
Like environmental law, kind of a burgeoning legal field. He's a top mind. Top mind.
Top mind.
Yeah. When you need when you need to sue somebody over your solar panels,
Call him up.
call Steve Asarian.
Solar panels. Have you seen Birdemic?
You just did that.
Yes.
No, I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Birdemic?
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maggie's having a joygasm right now.
Adam.
She's freaking out.
Adam, we're
Tell
going to
me.
have a night.
Okay.
And we will watch
All right.
Birdemic. And then you will know the whole power of solar panels.
One thing I love about my friends is they all have jobs for me. They all have things I need to do. And I have a
right.
new rule now. Here's my new rule about it. I will do that, but I'm going to have an exchange.
Yes.
There will always be equal currency.
I
Dave
love
told me I had to
it.
see 3 things on Hypecast. I was like, you need to play Elden Ring.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Oh
he
my
was
God.
like, he didn't want to do it. I'm like, yeah, Dave.
No.
I know.
Yeah. So you're going to do it.
I don't want to watch your shit either, bro, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So
Show me mine, I'll show you yours. We've established the...
strap up and find the portal in the dragon's ass, bro. Get it done. All right. On to the long-promised wedding playlist. Okay, here's the rules on playlists. It's a dangerous game. And the way it works is we alternate. We're each going to give 6 songs. We've heard each other's selections before. We've heard a list of 10. You gave me a list of 10. I
Yes.
gave you a list of 10.
Yeah.
We're going to whittle it down to 6.
Okay.
And then we're going to veto 2
Okay.
each,
Yes.
right, in the veto round.
Right.
And that will leave us space for one final catapult.
Yes.
The catapult being the one that cannot be vetoed that gets added last minute to the playlist.
Right. Great.
That's how it goes. Obviously, all conversations are permitted, but I'm going to squeeze us toward talking about the wedding a little bit if we can. That's
absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yes. I will say, how you were saying your playlist made you emotional.
It did.
It made me emotional.
My playlist?
Yes. There were many a
Yeah.
song that was like, just
Yeah.
from the first couple.
My
Wow.
playlist made me think a lot about marriage.
Interesting.
A lot about. I didn't do that on purpose. I think I was
Yeah.
just kind of like wandering around, like, what am I going to put on here, man?
Right.
And I just landed on a lot of mental images that are like, that's what I think marriage is like, or what I want marriage to be like. So hopefully, strap up.
Strap up,
for the
strap
good
in.
times.
Get up that dragon's ass on marriage.
Stupid Elden Ring. All right, Maggie, please, please. Beauty before age here. Let's. Yes.
Oh, so you're going first.
Yeah, you're going first. No, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to start with the song that I walked down the aisle to. So if we want to talk a little bit about it, but it is, of course, If Not For You by George Harrison.
It was a killer pick. It was really good.
That was like, I don't want to say it was like an 11th hour, but so like 3 months before the wedding, we thought that we were going to walk down to instrumental music. And then we realized that either Will didn't miscommunication. All to say is that we decided, no, we're going to walk down to music with lyrics and have our wedding singer, who's our friend Darby, sing.
Darby, yes.
Darby!
I need you to know that she had a cellist, is that right?
Yes.
The male cellist?
Yes, yeah.
That dude was fucking incredible. Not as a cellist. He was a great cellist.
Right.
That's not what I mean. I mean as a human being.
Yes.
That man was a miracle.
Yeah.
Like Alice and I and Natasha and some other people like just got cornered around that guy on the first night. And he was so funny. Like I don't know if he knows how funny he is. He's extremely funny. Like he does a face every time he like throws a joke out there that I'm going to do for you, and nobody at home's going to get anything from it. But this is what he'll do. He'll do a joke and then go. He'll do this.
Yeah.
Like he's so proud of himself. God, he was great. Oh, loved him so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Darby the cellist. Please continue to talk about the song.
Darby the cellist. Darby's like one of our longtime friends, and I'm so glad that she could.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
he was saying things I wish I could repeat on this podcast. I can't, but I wish I could. They were wonderful things.
Yeah. They like traveled around the country together in a van. Like.
I'm aware of that. That's part of what that's part of what I can't share is those experiences.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah.
One else, and also she had like a boyfriend who,
the boyfriend. Yes.
He like glowed.
I know.
He was like this. He's like this Thor looking dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thor Michelangelo mix.
Like he was like 21 maybe.
Yeah.
He was extremely young.
Yes.
But he just had this blonde, just flowing hair. It looked like it floated kind of. Like it was absurd.
Yes.
It was like those two. Wow, that's a magic couple. Look at them. You know, I'm over here with bones that screech. they're like literally humming with youth. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
This was a killer song to walk down to. Just beautiful. What people need to know is that this wedding was held in the woods in an open air space, because this was right when Omicron was kind of starting to dip, but not much.
End, thank God. But yeah.
So, there was concerns there. This was like this open, perfectly manicured wooden space that was...
The redwoods.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was perfectly quiet.
Yes.
It was like so serene there. You can't, imagine it.
Yeah.
And when Maggie came down the aisle, the best shock of the day happened, which was that Maggie was in a mint green dress.
Yeah.
Mint green.
Yes.
She looked like a wood fairy.
I forgot that people wouldn't realize that I wasn't wearing a white wedding dress.
You said it, and I knew it was coming, but it was still like, wow, wow, she did it. That's such a Maggie dress. It was great. It was truly great. Loved it. I asked your mom, I was like, so how did you have input on the dress? She was like, Maggie's going to do what Maggie's going to do. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to make it sound like she said she didn't like it.
No.
She just definitely gave me she's Maggie. I was like, that's right. She is Maggie.
Yes. I did, spoiler alert for people who weren't there, but I did change into a second white dress.
It was my only critique of the night. And it was not the dress.
Yes.
It was that I wanted to be Tearaway. That's all I wanted, just Tearaway. And then there's another dress.
Me too. I wanted that as well.
Yeah. Only critique. Can't get it all right.
Can't get it all right. But yeah, I would say this song I both love on its own merits.
Beautiful
like
song.
I just love everything about it. I love specifically the way that George Harrison sings it. I know there's other versions, but
No, there aren't. He annihilated them.
Okay, there aren't. But then also, like, specifically with me and Will, this is the song that it's like, I would truly lose my marbles if, like, Will was not by me. So it's both, like, very sentimental and, like, specific to me, but also just, like, a wonderful song that I love. It
really is. These are the kind of songs that sneak out in these kind of events because we want music like this, but we don't put it in our lives every day.
Yeah.
But it belongs. It belongs in a serious event like this. As does my first pick, if you're ready for that.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
Now, I actually think this one's controversial, so we'll see what you think. My first pick is At Last by Etta James.
You think that's controversial?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The lyrics suggest like it's been too long.
Sure.
They suggest this kind of like desperation thing.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The Wrong Wedding, it would be a joke.
Sure.
But it's such a pure distillation of a feeling.
Yeah.
It's my favorite distillation of this feeling. Like, and everybody has this. Everybody has it, right? Just like this. Not that they don't like dating, not that they don't enjoy seeing people, but also this like, where's that one person though?
Right.
You know, where's the one that, maybe not the one, but where is the goal?
The one that's going to make me feel like I know how I should feel.
Right.
And I just want that feeling with someone.
And what I love about the song is that it's so relaxed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I imagine it probably feels like. Is like, that's over now. You know, now it's just, let's stop and enjoy it.
Yeah, actually, my friend Katie, who was one of my bridesmaids, they just met their person that they're going to get married to. They were at the wedding, and they are a person that, like, I have never seen them date anyone.
This is the young woman who's a little younger than you and went to college with you later. Is that the one? Is that Katie?
No, Katie is had like short hair. Doctor. Their doctor.
Oh, yes. The doctor.
Yes, the doctor.
Oh my God.
Dr. Bach.
Yes, I liked her.
Yes.
She was really cool.
Yeah, and she does slam poetry. And yes,
Okay,
she's
cool.
I love Katie to death.
Yeah.
But her last slam poem that she wrote is exactly that. Is like, I have never been in love and kind of thought like maybe I never would be.
Yeah.
And suddenly I am, but it's scary because it's actually just like relaxing. Like, you know, I
believe that.
Yeah, you're just expecting all these things, and then when it happens, it's kind of just like, it's yes, at last. That like.
I just love these kinds of songs. But like I can't roll through town and just like blast this on my on my radio. So it just doesn't fit anywhere else. But it's such an important sentiment, and I really think it belongs in the wedding conversation because it's like a wedding is a way of saying like this first part of your life is over. Whatever that part is, like, and however long it lasted, it's over now. Now you're building a different thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the song captures that. And I really love that about it. I don't know if I would put it at my wedding for the joke, because I would be afraid of the jokes.
Sure.
Especially if I invite, you know, like fucking Abe or Dave or somebody like that. Like, you just see him like, at last, huh?
The way she sings
kidding.
it is so like full of like joy. That's what I love about it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so sincere.
Yeah.
There's so few songs that are even able to be this sincere. You know, it's great. It's really good. Like, you can't fuck it up. It's perfect. You know. Yeah, it's perfect. Your next song.
My next song. Well, speaking of perfect, I might as well go on to Suzanne by Leonard Cohen. This is the song that could make me cry probably every time I hear it.
I love the song. I've listened to this song maybe 1,000 times.
Wow.
Love this song.
Wow.
Love it. I've listened to it so many times.
When did you first hear it?
When I was like 20,
yeah,
21. But like when I was old enough to want to hear singer-songwriter stuff.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't until about that age. Yeah. I love Leonard Cohen. I think this is my favorite song by him.
I think, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is one of the songs that our wedding singer sang while people were getting seated and stuff.
Oh. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I should have realized that. Interesting.
I mean, her voice is very different than Leonard. She's a much more bluesy singer.
Which I love.
Yeah. Yes. One of the magical things, though, which I kind of got to appreciate, but not really because I was getting ready, obviously. Yeah. But so Darby and the celloist.
God, I wish I had his name. Damn it, I wish I had his name. The look on his face.
I'll remember it by the end. I promise. But yeah, so they were rehearsing all during the day while we were getting ready. So the entire Redwoods was just filled with like the cello and Darby singing this, throughout the day, and you could be walking around and suddenly hearing the chords of Suzanne in the woods. Yeah,
that must have been a magical feeling for you, like just because those woods already felt very like they feel like the way woods feel in like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, yes.
Also, one of my favorite things that happened at the wedding is that Will referred to you as such a happy elf, and I was like, "It's a pretty good description of Maggie." It was like in their vows they said that. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, Suzanne feels like it could float from some other realm for sure.
It's just beautiful. The touched your perfect body with their mind. That is like to me, and again, both broadly, and that the song is like beautiful and that evokes such like feeling, but also again like specifically with like Will and I, that thing of like finding your person or whatever. It really is like, at least to me, it's like they're like mind that like touches the way they think, the way they
that's what you're marrying.
Yes,
because the body ain't gonna be the same.
Right.
It's a ship of Theseus problem. Like all the parts gonna get changed.
Yes, all yes.
Yeah.
And like I will always think their body and mind are perfect in whatever condition it is, and vice versa.
One comment on their body.
Hot.
Such a hot body. Their mohawk was just a treasure.
Yes.
Like they wore a very chilled out mohawk, but it was a mohawk.
Yep.
And I was like, what a hero move.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
This man would do it.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Yeah, I actually had to do it because Will couldn't go to a barber because COVID.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I did it a couple nights before. And, Will was like, I don't know, should I do it? I want to. And I was like, I'm wearing a green dress.
Yeah.
My dress is green.
Look around.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
I agree. It fit.
And I love it. And it looks amazing in all
does
the
look
photos.
good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
And even if it looks silly in 30 years, it says something about you guys as a couple at that time. Mm-hmm. Like you're part of each other. You match.
Yeah.
It's very cute. My next pick.
Yes.
It's just picking between stuff.
I know.
There was, I don't want to say repetition. So there were some repetitions. So
Sure.
I'm gonna pick something. I don't know what it is about this song, but I've always loved it, and it feels like it fits here. It's Mississippi by Bob Dylan. Now, this song is from a 2001 record.
Yes.
It's not an old Dylan song. It's a new Dylan song. He has an era where I think he was great again, from like mid 90s to like mid 2000s. That was a great era for him. This song is it's my favorite old Dylan, far and away. And what's so cool about it is it's very clear he's talking to a lover, but he's talking in this very like this very world-worn way and very wry way about sort of just like the way life is. And you get this feeling like we're going to do all of this together. Whatever's left, we're going to do it together.
Yeah.
Like, and even things like he has a line like, I was dreaming I was in, I was thinking about something that Rosie said. I was dreaming I was sleeping in Rosie's bed. Mm-hmm. It still feels like something he's saying to a lover. Mm-hmm. Like there's kind of an honesty to it, you know?
Yeah.
And I also, like, I am starting to get to the age where, even though it's probably not true, I'm getting to the age where I feel the way he feels about stuff like, you know, I was raised in the country. I was working in the town.
Yeah.
I've been in trouble ever since I set my suitcase down.
Uh-huh.
Perfect line. I'm like, yeah, you know, he's seen a lot of things, and there's a consistent way that life goes for him. And I understand what that means. And I think there has to be that sort of matching rhythm with a partner who wants to be on that journey too. Gets how your journey's been, fits into it. Even if it changes it somewhat, it still fits in and wants to be part of that rhythm. And this song has so much of that character, and I just love it.
Yeah.
You know?
There's also a sense of like, it's basically being like, I know who I am in that life, as, you know, I have lived, and this is who I am.
Right.
So here it is.
Yeah. I've got nothing for you. Had nothing before.
Yeah.
Don't even have anything for myself anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's not a sad song. It's not sad.
It's not. No.
It's very much
wizened.
It's wise.
Yes.
And I love that in love songs. I love that in love songs. Bob Dylan has some really mysterious love songs. I almost put Shelter from the Storm here, which is a little more sentimental.
Yeah.
But I like this one better for a marriage. I do. I like it better for a marriage because it's not as catchy. It's more like, this is the journey.
Right. Yeah.
And whatever's left, we're doing it together. You know, and I really dig that. I don't know where in a wedding it fits. Maybe it fits in like a slideshow. I don't know. I always dreamed of having slideshows, even though no one fucking does that anymore. I like stupid slideshows.
I like slideshows too.
I love them.
We had the albums out of our.
I saw those, and I liked them very much.
Yeah.
You also had fantastic treats. When we walked over, the food was like, oh yeah. There's like donuts, but they were nice, like really good donuts.
Everyone told us how good the donuts were.
Donuts were fucking awesome. Because like it'd been a long enough time. I was like, I am kind of hungry, but I don't want to like eat because I know there's gonna be a meal.
Yeah.
So like the little snacks were great. You know, like it was a really thought through. I told Will this. It was really well thought about, managed. Like if food was out at the right time, it was good food, but it wasn't too much food. It was the kind of stuff people want to snack on, but not gorge on, you know?
Right, yeah.
You know, if you're going to have to wear like a suit in the woods, it's the right food to eat.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I got the donuts specifically because they remind me of my dad. My dad would always get donuts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Donuts
he was, but he was just such a sweet guy. Yeah. He was, every dad I've ever talked to when I'm like pretty good friends with a daughter, they have a similar, like, they're kind of measuring, like, do you actually respect my daughter? Like, that's the question most dads have. You know, whether I've dated the woman, whether I just know them.
Right.
So do you respect her? And I saw that he had some of those questions in his eyes a little bit, but he didn't say them, which I appreciated. And I think he got his answer with like further into the conversation. Not in a doubting way, but just in a dad way.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I respect that he still had that part of his mind turned on. It's like, yeah, you know, even though she's an adult, he's never going to stop thinking about that. And his speech further confirmed that for me because of the way he described his thought process about it. Like, come to terms with, oh, this one's a serious one. And I don't want that to be true. Yeah. But it is true. You know? It was really great. He's a great man. I really like him a lot.
I feel it's part of the reason, and I've said this before, I think, but part of the reason I'm so fascinated by like bad dads, or, you know, like Will did not have a great relationship with their father. And I mean, my dad is like the best. Like, I have always been like so loved by my dad, and we've always been very close.
He's affectionate without being overbearing.
Yes,
you know, he's open-hearted and openly emotional without being weak.
Yeah,
like there's no weakness in that.
No,
and I think in fact it was exactly the kind of like leadership that this wedding needed, because there was a lot of people there who wanted to find a place to have those feelings, and he gave us that place, and it was great. It was great. And also, he was just fun.
Yeah.
You know, he had a great talk with Swaim. He and Swaim were talking for a while.
Oh my God, my dad is I've told you, my dad is like a huge fan. So okay.
I think also Mike knew that, but they seemed like they really clicked. He was like, "You ever want to go deep fishing out there?" Like, yeah, and I was like, "You should do that, Swaim."
I mean,
I bet it'd be fun.
My dad is. I love fishing with my dad. It's really fun.
Yeah, he just seems like a cool guy. You know, like he seems like a guy. If I didn't know him that well, but I was like, I just need somebody I can like sort through a problem. I'd feel comfortable asking him for that help.
Oh yeah,
which is I hope high praise, because I mean it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? Yeah. He's the one that I think really showed me. I mean, again, my mom, yes, is much more like the tricks to the.
I loved it. Your mom was like right up my alley. I was like, yeah. I get it.
Yes, and she is absolutely that, and taught me so many things. But what I think I learned from my dad is that like how. That emotions are like not weakness, and that
that's right.
Yeah,
and he's
like,
right about that.
Yes,
and I loved that about him. Yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Please.
No. I mean, that is, I was such a great role model to have. Yeah.
It's just the heart of the wedding in a way. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Just very, very warm guy. Because both you and Will are also sweet. And I think it's fair to say sensitive people.
Yes.
But it's sort of covered in this thick jelly of playful jokes.
Yes.
You know? He doesn't have that.
No.
But that makes it. But he's extremely approachable because he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
You know, we all learn jokes for self-protection.
Yes.
He didn't learn that skill, and so it makes him. He's like a little son over there, you know? It's great.
That's also
really
what
cool.
makes him and my mom work so well together. Is that my mom has the jokes
she has a lot
for
of it.
days.
Yes.
Which allows my father to just be himself.
Yeah. I saw their relationship. It made sense to me. It was very very cute. Very cute. Whose turn is it? Mine? Is it yours?
I think it's mine. I think I hijacked your Mississippi conversation. So sorry.
Not at all.
Sorry. All right. So we did that one. Okay. I think my next pick is going to be "Hard-Headed Woman" by Cat Stevens.
I like this too. It felt inevitable to compare this and Suzanne a little bit.
Interesting.
I've always thought Cat Stevens and Leonard Cohen bear some comparison.
Sure. Oh, sure.
Anyway.
Yes.
Why Hard-Headed Woman, is it purely lyrical? Is that why you picked it?
No, not really. So we had Cat Stevens in the wedding, not this song. We had
there was so much going on, I had no idea.
Can't Have the Words, don't whichever song that is.
Okay.
That was the one that the wedding party walked down to, which is also my maid of honor's favorite song, coincidentally.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So, but this song.
What was your maid of honor's name again?
Molly.
Yes. That's the one that was your friend from when she was a kid. That was younger.
Yes.
I only talked to her very briefly, so very sweet.
This song, though, we wanted to put it in the wedding somewhere. I think Darby was kind of planning to sing it, but she only had a certain amount of time. But so Will and I listened to Cat Stevens, and like early on, we were just like, one day we'll just like put on a Cat Stevens record, and like that was one of those CDs that my parents used to play when I was like, when my dad would put on his cleaning music.
So there's kind of a generation echo going on.
Yes, a generation echo.
He's super listenable.
Yes.
Like he's... it's so easy to listen to a Cat Stevens record.
Yes, so easy.
You know?
And then also, I mean, this song in particular, again, like, I've always kind of been, I grew up very like confident, again, having a dad that like, was, like filled me with confidence, and having a mom that was very boisterous and like, so
Is she boisterous? Is that how you describe your mom? That's not the word I'd
maybe
use.
That's the incorrect word.
Okay.
Can just swing a crowd, very like personable.
I believe that those words make sense.
Social butterfly.
Is she is that who she is?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. She was a little more reserved at the wedding then, because I didn't see her like. doing that so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, all to say, like a very like, you know, in some like a very confident, like outwardly
definitely.
person.
Well, and also very like she stirs the drink.
Oh,
that part I get. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like as someone who like knows who they are.
Yeah.
And especially when I was like younger and dating, that was not always a good thing. It would
I see that.
Be the thing that the one thing people didn't like about you, or or people didn't want you to be yourself. Actually, they wanted you to be what they wanted you to be. They wanted you to be what they thought you were.
If dating sites have taught us nothing else, it's that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So to me, this song, again, in like broad strokes, I love like the melody. I love when like he like there's that like turn in the end when he like really gets into it, and like to me that contains a lot of like passion that I feel in my relationships. But it's also someone being like, no, I want someone who knows who they are, who is not just going to say the thing that I want them to say in the moment. Someone that knows who they are, because that's what I want to be with. And to me, that's like strength and comfort and fun.
Sure.
And I know Will feels that way about me every time this song comes on. Will's like,
well, do you get any of the stubbornness vibe? Like, does that come with it?
Oh, a little bit too.
Okay.
And like, Will and I are both stubborn in particular ways. But we're mostly good. It's never been like,
right.
Yeah.
Let's bookmark this place, because I want to come back to the conversation about, are you and I both Glens? I want to have that talk later on.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later in a different podcast. But Glens, are we
Who's
both
Glenn?
Glenn from Weekend.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Okay,
We'll talk about it. That's on a different podcast.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, so anyways, there were many reasons like this song. Again, like the pattern, like the like some fine weathered friends, they'll be nice, but their friendliness depends on how you do, like conditional love, all these things that ultimately aren't as fulfilling as someone who is going to be themselves and you can depend on it. So
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I feel like a lot of men imagine versions of women that are not like that, and then when they find that version, then when they date that person that's not like that, they find themselves sort of listless.
Yeah.
Like, this is a quality I think everybody wants, really. Like, we've kind of made it into like some men are, they're man enough to take on a hard-headed woman.
Right.
Like as those like taming a stallion or something.
Right.
And I think it's more like, I think everybody wants their partner to be defined.
Yeah.
Because one day they're not going to be winning them over anymore. Like they're going to just be alongside them on a journey. And that's when you don't want somebody to be kind of whatever you want.
Right.
Unless you just want to dominate somebody.
Sure.
That's not marriage,
Sure.
though.
Right.
Or at least that's not what, I don't think that's what marriage is supposed to be.
Right.
Or any I just don't see that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If that contribution lines up with yours. You did manage to find a great time for me to talk about your mom, who I love her. I love her so much. She was a little bit more like she was a little more confrontational about, I don't remember exactly what things, like there were minor things.
Yeah.
But I loved that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like I can't pull bullshit on you. I see that about her. And I loved it. And she was also like, are you going to make fun of us later? Like she asked me that and I was like, of course I'm not going to do that. But I also got the feeling like, don't though. It would hurt our feelings if you did. I was like, you're right.
Yes.
I shouldn't make fun of you.
Yes.
That isn't nice. Because you're not hypothetical people anymore. They're actual people now. I wouldn't have anyway, though.
Right.
Because not out of niceness, because I don't have to be nice.
No.
Because
but
they're
like,
just really nice people.
Yeah.
And I like her I like that she doesn't put up with shit. I like that. I wasn't ready for how much of a like hard ass she can be.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like not that she's not a drill sergeant or whatever.
Sure.
But I just like that vibe came off so much stronger than I expected it to. And it made so much sense. I was like, oh yeah. Maggie has that in her. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, my mom absolutely, again, like contributed to my current state of like confidence, but it was also just like,
you got to get this done, man. This is how this works.
You got to get this done. And also like, this is how you should expect others to treat you.
Yes.
And if they don't, you know, like.
Yeah, I like how straight talking she is about it. I find that quality to be extremely winsome and important, and not a lot of people have it. So I loved that about her. She also was the one that put me onto your brother to like get the gossip on Maggie. That's what they were both. They both came to me like, we have all the gossip on Maggie.
Yeah.
So your brother. Your brother came over. We like had conversation. Every fact he gave me was like some adorable fucking fact. I was like, I'm not gonna put that on the podcast. She doesn't need to be any more adorable. I mean, it was just all like when she was a kid, she had like a speech impediment and did this funny bit that I can't even remember it. I was like, that's too cute. Yeah. That's what it was. And it was like, that's too cute. I'm not putting this on the podcast, man. And I loved it though because it, again, even when they were like, we're going to give you the dirt, like there was so much love for you. Like they're like, not giving me real dirt. I'm like, that's not real dirt, man. I loved it. It warmed my heart. I kept telling Swam, I was like, these people, they don't know what dirt is. They don't have it. They don't have the dirt on her.
They don't got it. They don't have it.
It was really great. It was really great. Both of them were very sweet people. And also they gave me a lot of time. They did not have to give me that much time. It's very nice of them to do that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I wanted to make sure I said something about it.
No.
Because that's my experience of your wedding, was meeting your family and stuff. And it was great. Yeah. So it's my turn now, right?
It's your turn.
Okay.
And you're on number... Oh, my phone died, so I might need to look at your list.
Okay, no problem. I'm on number 3. We better speed this along. Sorry, YouTube commenters.
Sorry.
Number 3. Boy. Okay. I'm going to pick Blue and Green by Miles Davis featuring John Coltrane. It's a jazz song. It's from Kind of Blue, which I think most people... when I read articles on jazz, which is once in a while, this is like one of those like seminal albums for those of you who are not jazz listeners. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The song So What is the first song on this record, and it's like, oh, you've heard it. You've heard it. The record's fantastic. This song is very slow and a little sad.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a sad song.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why it fits into a wedding playlist for me. I'm fascinated by the last hour of a wedding party. Fascinated by it. Because, look, everybody plans a wedding up to a certain point. And that point is, now we've had cake, and now we're going to dance. And the rest of the party is not planned.
Right.
It's like, at some point, everyone's tired, and some of them are going to leave. And some people are going to hang around. Some people are going to, like, have sex with somebody they just met that night. Some people are going to go home and feel sad. Some people are going to go home and like be like, man, what a great wedding. Like there's going to be a lot of different takeaways. And every party has a few numbers that happen before the end where there's only a few people left.
Yeah.
And that's what this song is.
Ooh.
This song is the end of the night and who are you dancing with and what is that like? That's what marriage is to me. This song is the marriage at the end of the wedding.
Wow.
Where like you're going to be with this person now and hopefully you like this long slow dance that you're going to do because that's what it is. And it's I guess it's kind of sexy, it's kind of romantic. It's also kind of sad and I think life is all three of those things. You know, a good life is all three of those things.
Yeah. And
that's how I hope that's one of the images I hope to leave a wedding with if my name is on the kiosk, you know? So this song, it doesn't fit into any kind of celebratory space.
Right.
But not everything about a wedding is celebratory.
Yeah.
Some of it's about, like a lot of it is about, you know, making a clean break with what your life used to be. And looking out into the future and being willing to face the unknown. The vows, when you read them, are always very like daunting, I would say. Not daunting like I could never do that. Daunting like that's a big commitment, man.
Yeah.
Sickness or in health.
Yeah.
For better, for worse. Because worse is bad. Sickness is bad. And you're going to see that, in a marriage. You're going to see those things. The song has a little bit of that woven throughout. And I think that's important.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song.
I love it. Also, the John Coltrane part. John Coltrane rules. Miles Davis also rules.
Yes.
But the trumpet is a little overpowering in this song.
Yeah.
But when the sax comes on, it's like, oh. That's when it really feels like you're just in a whole vibe. If I still smoked, I'd be smoking every time that song came up. It's a perfect cigarette song. Anyway. It also fits for your end of the night on a date moment.
It has all those feelings. Yeah, all the feelings that you feel in a wedding kind of are encapsulated.
Especially after it's over.
Yeah.
Because there's a big vacuum of energy in your life for that next day even. But it's not even bad. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Like you got up for that. You dressed up for that. You drove somewhere for it. You did all that stuff. And then it's over. And something's got to fill that space. Hopefully it's a good marriage.
Yeah.
That's my third pick. What's your fourth, Mags?
Can I?
Oh, yes.
I think I know what it is. Pretty sure.
I'll tell you. I know exactly what it's going to be.
Really?
Yeah, I know what it's going to
be. Interesting that you think that you know, which maybe you do.
It is interesting that I think that.
My next pick is going to be Stay Young, Go Dancing by Death Cab for Cutie. Is that what?
That isn't the one. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. We both had songs by this guy in our tent because I had Postal Service.
Oh yes.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, going off of what you said and thinking of like a slow dance. This was one of the songs that we slow danced to. And again, it's not an early Death Cab thing. It's not like, I will follow you into the dark.
Right.
Yes, yeah. It is kind of a newer-ish one.
It's more ballady.
Yes. But I love it. And I think, again, it's in a very similar vein. It's about being with someone even when it's like really terrible, even when your life is not great. It's like life is sweet in the belly of the beast. When water's advancing, stay young, go dancing. It's like these like things that you do in a relationship that keep both of you like afloat and together. Even when things happen in life that are difficult, and like Will and I, we take very good care of like making sure that we do these things together. Like we have date nights, we have our relationship talks. I
love your relationship talks. Your like weekly check-ins.
Yes,
I think it's great. I really do.
It is, and it is really that like we love each other so much that we just want to make sure that like no matter what is happening, we can still be together and find happiness in each other, which we do. And I think this song is very light, easy to dance to. It's a
little more upbeat than you would expect, given what he's saying.
Yes.
But that's kind of his deal.
Yes.
Like Ben Gifford is kind of a lyrics say one thing, music says another, oftentimes.
Right. And I feel the same way, myself included.
Yes. That's one of the keys to understanding Maggie.
Yes.
I've realized.
Yes.
There's presentation and there's the ocean beneath.
Yes. So for that reason, I really like it. And it is, again, very seemingly like, it is like a simple song on one hand, and then on another, also very
I think Death Cab has gone all the way back to being underrated.
Yeah. I loved their last album, and this song I love, and is on one of their...
I know they were sort of like indie boys, and everybody was like, woo, after a while. And I get it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talent in this band. I I don't know anything about this guy, but I think Ben Gifford, I think is his name, right?
Yeah.
Incredible lyricist.
He's incredible.
Really good.
He's
at
incredible.
Lyrics. Like I have at least 2 Death Cab records and that Postal Service record, and the words he chooses they're not this good, but they're almost Dylan-esque.
Yes.
Like they're like, that's a word I didn't expect.
They're like a modern, yes, like not
It's
as...
a contemporarized version. He's using non-poetic words really well. It's modern poetry. Like, it's not important poetry, but it's cool.
Yes.
Like the song "Such Great Heights," which spoilers I'm not going to put on this
okay,
list
I
now.
wondered. Yeah,
I'm not going to put it on.
Oh, okay. Well,
because it's actually
makes
a
sense.
different person's song.
Sure.
There's the great line of I am wondering, I'm thinking it's a sign that God himself did make us into corresponding shapes.
Yes.
Like puzzle pieces.
Molded from the clay.
Yeah, it's like corresponding shapes is not a thing you'd hear in a song.
Yes.
And yet it totally works.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not putting Such Great Heights on here. It's just kind of old now.
Yes, yeah. We almost had it in, we couldn't find a place to put it. And we had the song instead.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite lyricists. There's that Lack of Color song. My brain turns you and flips you around, and that is literally how your brain like receives images, and it's like
he's got a really cool. I mean, yeah, it's just a shame that the music didn't grow with him or whatever. You know, like I don't know. He had a moment though, and it was good.
Yes, I still like the stuff that they're doing now. They do. I mean, they put out an album to raise money for like they do like political stuff and yada yada. They did a cover of "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls," and it's beautiful.
I bet it is.
It's so good.
He's great. You know, Death Cab's again. They've gone all the way back to underrated. You know, like they were getting a little overrated for a while.
Yeah,
but their late '90s stuff, their first 3-4 records are really good and different. And then Transatlanticism, of course, is a big record.
Yes, their album. I don't know if you know, he married Zooey Deschanel, and then they got divorced.
That's probably why we don't like him.
No, well,
because that's such an indie marriage.
Oh,
you know,
sure.
It's like,
yes.
okay.
I think when that was happening, people were like, "All right," but their breakup album is
pretty good.
Oh, yeah. If someone had written that about me, I would have been devastated.
Well, so you know, Zoe's a full package.
Yep.
She's a phenomenon.
She's a phenomenon.
A phenomenon. Okay.
Your turn.
I'm gonna move on to my 4th song. Is that right? I've done Mississippi.
So.
I've done Blue and Green, and I've done At Last. God, I got it. Okay, we got to speed this along. Okay. This is a bit of a preemptive strike.
Wonderful.
I'm going to put Half-Life 2, No Celebration by Arcade Fire on this list.
Yes. Hell yes.
I love this song. It makes me cry every time. It's a beautiful song. I
feel like I forget to listen to this, and when you put it, this was one of the songs that made me extremely emotional. Yeah.
I think, I mean, again, this is a little bit repetitive with the point, and maybe it's because when I think of weddings, I think of the marriage. I don't think much about the party because who cares? I mean, I will when that day comes, but I don't think it matters. I think about the marriage. This song feels like what happens when you saw something important happen.
Yeah.
Like this song feels like the song you would write about, we saw something today that was really important. And we were not the same after it. And I would hope that that would be how my marriage is for me and for my spouse. And maybe even for the people who were there to see it. You know, I know that's a little bit self-aggrandizing, but you know, this is life.
Well,
you know,
yes,
this is life. This is one of the most important things in your life. Maybe the most important thing. You know, it's possible. So it should feel like something momentous, and this song really has that feeling. I tried really hard to get it for ending credits for a student film I made.
Yeah,
tried pretty hard. Yeah, and another one that's going to go on this list I tried to get for the same movie. It didn't work out, but. It's just, it really feels like the exclamation point on something momentous and beautiful, but also like...
Also like mysterious a little bit.
bit.
In a good,
Yeah, like something that was deeper and more profound than they had words for.
Yes,
you know?
or expect, I
remember when I was making this short film, which is horrible and Abe always makes fun of me for it. and that's good for him. This record came out around that time when I was making this short film.
Yeah.
And this film, I ended up having to shoot a lot at the beach, which, by the way, sucks.
Yeah,
shoot at the beach sucks.
Yeah.
But driving to the beach at 4:30 in the morning and getting there right as the sun rises and having this song hit you for the first time, which it did.
Oh my God.
Unforgettable.
Wow.
Completely unforgettable. Makes that film precious in a way that it isn't, but to me it is. You know, feels like something important in my life happened, even though who cares about that stupid little movie?
I mean, Mountains Beyond Mountains, I heard that when I was a freshman in college, like, you know, first semester. And also one of the Arcade Fire members went to Northwestern, so it was very, and my English teacher was like friends with him. So, you know, it was very like embedded in the like, Arcade Fire, you know, like, but like like soul shifting music.
Maggie, someday you and I are going to talk about the song My Body is a Cage and a date I went on with a woman named Crystal.
Okay.
It's a fucked up date. Get ready.
Right.
Get ready. I'm going to tell you. Today's not the right day because we're talking about weddings.
That's true.
This ain't that.
I cannot wait.
But someday,
all right.
My Body's a Cage.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to put it on a playlist just so we can talk about it. All right, it's your turn.
Great. Can I take a peek?
We're now passing the phone back and forth here.
So this is my fifth. So
yes.
I got two more.
Yes.
Okay. You did have a preemptive strike.
She had an Arcade Fire song in here, and I was like, mine is better, and it needs to go on here.
It is better.
Yeah.
It is better. Okay, I'm going to pick To Love Somebody by Bee Gees.
That's the one. I was like, she's putting this Bee Gees song in here.
Oh, I am.
You love the Bee Gees so much.
I do.
Nobody loves them more than you.
Well, except my mom.
Oh, is she a Bee Gees fan?
She loves
that
the
makes
Bee
sense.
Gees.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
She was like a disco girl.
Oh my God, I wish I'd asked her about disco.
You should have.
Next wedding or whatever.
The reason I love disco is because my mom loves disco.
Okay.
The reason I
That
love
makes sense.
ABBA is because my mom loves ABBA. The reason I know all of the Bee Gees because she loves the Bee Gees. But
you like the soft songs.
Yeah.
I don't know the Bee Gees catalog very well. I basically know Staying Alive and the ones that you've brought to me.
Okay, yes.
So I always assumed that it was disco, which means upbeat.
That was their later stuff. Yeah, they did not get into disco until much later. They had a very like.
I know they were like incredibly successful. Like I know people loved them.
Oh, they had like 3 stages of the career. It was like the softer stuff. It was a hit. Then it was the disco, which was another hit. And then later on, they all became extremely successful songwriters. Like so many songs that you just take, you know.
Toxic Bee Gees song.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Yeah. Barry Gibb is an incredible songwriter.
Backstreet's Back. Bee Gees.
Bee Gees. By the Bee Gees.
Elephant by the White Stripes. Nope, the Bee Gees.
Nope.
All right, great.
But so to me, this is like the feeling that I get. Like, I mean, not to be cheesy, but like when I look at Will in their eyes, like this is if like no one can love you the way that I do.
It's a really nice song.
Yeah. Just the way it both have those softer moments with the beautiful like chimes, which is very like magical and floaty, but then in the middle of it, it's like the way I love you. You know, it's got like
it boosts up a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Which all these songs do, by the way. That's a common Maggie ingredient.
Yes,
there's a dancey section to most of these songs.
That is true, and I also think like that is how I feel about our relationship, but I hope any relationship is that it like it only like grows. It only gets like more and bigger, and like my love only like grows. The way the song it ends on a like it's like the song's gonna keep going.
Note.
Yes, and keep like.
That's cute.
Yeah, so
I dig it.
For all those, and it's very just like celebratory, and similar to the Cat Stevens songs when they like get into it. It's that like passion that I feel.
Both of those songs feel like the writer got into it at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah,
that's cute. Yeah. Okay, my 5th pick. I don't even know why I'm pulling it up. I know what it is. This song is called Sir Greendown
Yes.
by Janelle Monáe. This one's a little bit in the same vibe as Blue and Green for me.
Yeah.
In that it feels end of the night-y to me. But there's a little more of a fairy tale quality to the song.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is why I was trying to get it for that short film. I don't know why that short film and marriage got tingled up in my head. I don't know. Because they're not about that. I don't know. So, yeah, there's something about this song that feels like a dream, you know? And I think that weddings in some ways are that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hear this all the time from people who got married. The whole day is this very, like, you're on the clouds and everything is, you don't remember any of it really. It's like it all sort of passed across your face and you get impressions. But, and I think that we have to have a day like that for a marriage because you have to remember, you need to go back to what is it about and why do we care? And also to believe in, like, there's a faith aspect to it. And the faith is that there's good things in the future. Unexpected good times. The good times will happen. They'll come, they will matter. And, that wherever the journey takes you, you'll like being there. You know, that's the faith everyone has to have to get married, I think. And I feel like that quality is like in this song.
Yes.
You know, like not the lyrics so much. I don't really pick songs because of lyrics, as you know. I pick them because of the feeling. This song has just such a beautiful, like, fairy tale vibe to it.
Yes.
I've always loved it. This record, this Arcandroid record by Janelle Monáe is incredible. Incredible. I've liked all of her records, but I never liked them better than this one. This one was my favorite. She's great. She's really talented. So yeah. That's my fifth pick.
That's a beautiful pick.
Thank you. Your final pick? Forgive me.
It's a good.
I know what it needs to be. I know exactly what it needs to be.
You know.
Oh no! Stop it!
I'll scramble the. So we don't get flagged. You know what it needs to be?
I know what it needs to be. Yeah, I know which one it is.
What? Which one?
No, I'm not gonna do it for you. I'm not gonna help you. You gotta pick for yourself.
Hard. And then we have to catapult one. So should I save one to catapult?
That's the trick. Now you're thinking like a Ganser. See, I'm proud. Today, you started to think like a Ganser thinks. You don't put your pearls before swines, my friend. You put them out there at the end.
Okay. So I know which one I'm saving.
Yeah,
so then
smart. That's smart.
That means I'm going to pick between two, but for the sake of this, I'm going to pick Everything He Needs by Carly Rae Jepsen.
I like that song.
It's so good.
It's also so Maggie. It's such a Maggie song.
It is. Yeah. It's there's many reasons to like it, but it's
a pop song. It's a cute pop song. Yeah.
Like it's got the poppiness to it, but there's also like a melody underneath. So it is very like musical while being like fun and bubbly, and just this like sentiment of like I'm everything he needs. There's that like breakdown in the middle where it's like he needs to be spiritually, physically, mentally, and it's just like I
love this song. I liked it.
Yeah,
he needs me. He needs me. He needs me. Yeah, it was great.
And it's just so like happy and celebratory and like true. I mean, the thing is, I hope for anyone at the end of the day, their relationship fulfills them and makes them so happy. I know mine does and Will does, and it's like. Yeah, kind of at the end of the day, like this is how happy and like elated I feel to be with them all the time and together.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
This felt very Maggie.
Yeah.
I heard I was like this. I'm like this is like such a pure Maggie song. Like how she feels. It's great. Also, you have a pop sensibility, babe. That's just you. There needs to be pop on this, or it's not Maggie.
I know.
Like there's actually not enough pop on here, in my opinion.
I know.
But I know what one you saved. I already know.
Interesting.
I know which one you said.
Okay.
Adam knows.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well.
He's aware.
Okay.
Okay, my final pick.
Yeah.
Not the one I'm preserving, bear in mind.
The second to last.
Well,
You play like
I've
a
been playing this
ganser.
game. I've been playing like a ganser. Thank you so much. Is I Lost You by the Walkmen. I knew you'd like this song.
Another one.
This is one of two that I have a specific moment in my mind where it happens in the wedding. This is the moment that happens when we introduce the wedding party at the reception. This song plays because at first you feel like, it's sort of like a slow rock song, and it really, really, really builds, and it just feels like everything at the end. It's I really like the Walkmen. They have a lot of really great songs. This record, "You and Me" it's called, is like in my top 5 records ever. I love it. I love it. It's the whole record is at the end of the party. It's fucking awesome. God, what a great record. I love it so much. This song has the feeling of, like this guy kind of maybe even ambivalently at first, sort of like talking about a journey. He's like, it's clearly like about love and about a person he didn't connect to. And at the end, it's like, even though the lyrics are about something fairly innocuous, it's like this moment that happened was everything to me. It was literally everything, and the music swells in this way that feels like you could literally introduce the new couple and they'd walk in and they'd start a dance immediately and everybody would cheer. Like that's how it feels, and not in a schmaltzy way.
No, it's
like
not at
you don't
all.
expect it. You hear and you wouldn't think when you start listening to the song what it's going to be, but it just. I don't know if it's because it captures the perfect distillation of these feelings or what, but it just feels like a real celebration, but still in a very Adam way. Still got a little bit of a, we missed each other. We missed it. I waited a long time for you. Like there's a little bit of like, it was painful, but we got there. And I understand that. And I love that stuff.
This song, like, sweeps me off my feet.
That's how it feels as a song. It's like, whoa, it's like a tidal wave slowly. It's so good. This record's great. Please, all of you who've never listened to the Walkmen, if you may hate them, fine. Pick up this record.
Them?
Sometimes. The singer's not for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
But a lot of you will have never heard them and will listen to You and Me for the first time, I hope, after this podcast. And you're welcome. Because they're fucking awesome. I love them so much. I hope at least one of you today finds one of their favorite records. Because I did. Anyway, and also, if it's going to be for my wife, then it should be something that I love. And this is something I love, So that's it. Is that my last pick for?
I think so.
Oh, but I saved one.
I mean,
now the game gets a little more serious,
now
Maggie.
Veto.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is when it gets deadly.
I know. This is the part that Adam likes.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love vetoes.
Yeah.
Vetoes make this whole game worth doing.
For you, yes.
For everyone. Because I get to decide, I don't like that thing you did.
For me, I find no joy in it, but I find joy
like
that
it.
you enjoy it.
Maggie doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I love that you love it. I love you love it. And sometimes marriage is a give and take. So
thank you, Maggie.
Of course.
Thank you for this podcast wedding we're doing.
Of course.
Okay. I will delete first because you deleted first.
Okay.
Or you
please delete.
Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now I don't relish pain.
Oh, of course.
I don't relish that.
Of course.
But there's really just no way that I could keep both the Leonard Cohen song and the Cat Stevens song.
True. You did say that they canceled, and I know which one you would rather
I'm going to have
have.
to stick with Suzanne,
Right?
unfortunately.
That is
and Hard-Headed
okay.
Woman, the sentiment of which I really like.
Yes.
And I think it fits you. Suzanne is timeless.
Come on.
Suzanne's perfect.
And it was actually in the wedding. Yes.
I love Cat Stevens. I think Yusuf is now the name he goes by. Yeah, I love Yusuf. And I like the sentiment, but I must veto something. So I'm vetoing that first.
Please.
All right. So that was my first. Your first veto.
We get 2 vetoes,
That's right. That's why it's a deadly game.
Golly.
I know, Maggie. By the way, it's always me that gets hurt by this game because you always pick something like, no.
Okay. All right. I think my first veto, unfortunately, and again, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have vetoes. But because this is the game that you want to play,
I love this shit.
Mississippi by
Oh no,
Bob
the Bob Dylan song.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean it's great. I love Bob Dylan.
Do you not like that song?
I mean, I like it. It's not my favorite Bob Dylan song.
Oh, no.
Of course.
Sure,
know.
of
So,
course.
like, when I think of Bob Dylan, there's so many other songs that come to mind.
If I put
True.
Shelter from the Storm in here, would that have like worked for you?
I mean, again, that's the sentimental one.
That's why I took it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, you're the one that's forcing my hand. So.
As I said, I usually pay the price.
Yeah.
I usually pay the price.
Well.
Now we're in tough territory.
I know.
Because I do like all these songs.
We don't have to veto two.
We do though, because otherwise
right.
otherwise we don't have a 10-song playlist with Catapult Round, which is also
Well,
important.
no, we can keep it would just have to be 12 instead of 10.
No good. Got to be 10.
I love the way
Maggie
you
loves
think.
this. I like that you're disagreeing with the format. I like it. We've done it 100 times. I don't like it though. Which unfortunately is how I feel about the Bee Gees. I'm so sorry.
That is okay.
I know.
That is okay.
I know.
That's
but
okay.
I think I like the sentiments better than the other songs.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry. I know it hurts a little
That's
bit.
all right. That's fine.
And tell your mother I apologize. I don't hate the Bee Gees. I like them. I'm sorry. Very sorry.
Apologize to my mom.
I did. I just did.
Okay.
I just did. All right, Max. Your final veto.
I know what it's going to be, unfortunately. And again, I like the sentiment. I don't disagree with it. I just think in comparison, At Last.
Oh, no.
At
Last?
Well, I don't want to get rid of Green and Blue because that one is, between those two.
You butchered it. You butchered this, Maggie.
See, and this is why
I love it. No, I love it. No, that's fine. That's actually the least personal of all the songs I picked.
That's how I felt. Yeah. Yes.
That's okay.
And not to say that I don't love it or that I don't want it to be in if you eventually do get married. I will hope it's there.
Hopefully it makes it.
Yes.
There's no veto for the actual wedding playlist.
Yes, of course.
Well, the only thing that's a little bit sad about it is I kind of feel like At Last is now only a meme. You know what I mean? I feel like people sort of see it mostly as a meme or like as a trope in a movie or something, and
True.
and like kind of don't experience the song on its own merits the same way, which is sort of I think the only way to really include it in your. And so maybe it's impossible to go back. I don't know.
I don't think so. I feel like a wedding adds so much context. I mean,
for this song, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we danced to "You're My Best Friend" from Queen, which again is a very everyone's heard that song, but when we danced
you made
to
it yours.
yes, exactly, it was still.
And you did.
Yeah,
you did make it yours.
We did a dip. And a spin. Twirl spin.
It's so good. All right, Mags.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, Mags. Now the catapult round. This is where you get a free shot right onto the final list.
Yeah.
This is the best part about the game.
Yeah.
You see? You suffer, but then in the third act, you redeem yourself with a catapult. Don't you love it? All right, what you got? I know what it is. No, I know what it is. I want to write it down.
I want you to write it down too.
Okay, let me see if I can. I'm going to write it down on a computer and see.
Okay.
We're going to see if I'm right about this.
All right. We'll see.
We're going to see. I'm writing it as we speak. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My catapult song
Yep.
is "Let Her Dance" by the Bobby Fuller Four.
No, really?
Yes.
Shit.
What did you write down?
I wrote down Modern Love.
I knew you would think that. But that's not the reason I didn't pick it.
Tricked me.
I did put Modern Love on the other playlist that we did one time, which I realized
but I was
afterwards.
Like, this one.
It is okay. My only gripe of the wedding, and I have zero gripes. It was everything was perfect, except the DJ.
Oh.
I gave them a bunch of songs to play, and they did play many a songs.
But not only those songs. That's what you wanted? Only those songs?
No. I mean, people were, gave suggestions or whatever. But he did not play enough David Bowie. And that was really the only gripe.
You know how you fix that?
And that's very few. Yes. What? How?
You just make somebody play a playlist. Like wedding DJs are like. I mean,
yes.
I'm not second guessing what you did.
Oh no!
As a person who's been asked to DJ weddings, and you know what I always get? Applause. You know why? We agree on a playlist.
Yeah.
It's so, and all I do is read the room. Are we ready for something up yet? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's the whole job.
That was like and he asked, do you mind if people take, recommendations? I was like, sure. And like, in retrospect, maybe I should have been like, no.
Yeah, I don't want Thriller at my wedding. You know,
right.
like,
and thank God no one suggested Thriller. Like,
you would have liked it. Get out of here.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, like,
it's lame though.
Yeah.
It's lame,
and the music was not. It was great, and they did play a lot of the songs I.
Where are we with Kiss by Prince? Is that song cool at weddings anymore?
I'm not a big Prince fan.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
No. I've always been like, I like him as a person, but his music always has been like, I like
Kiss
Janelle
rules,
Monáe in Prince inspired songs.
Oh, sure. Of course.
But yeah, pure Prince.
Kiss rules, but I don't know if we're ready for it to be back at weddings.
Yeah.
The song you did pick, which is a super 60s teeny bop song. And by the way, I would have kept it because I really like that song. So can you say the title again? Because I kind of butchered it.
Let Her Dance by the Bobby Fuller Four.
It's really nice. It's just a nice song.
It's just a nice song. And again, it is kind of like an end of the night song.
A little bit.
Yeah, and it's about like, watching someone that you like had a crush on dance with someone else. But in the end, it's like you don't care because you're going to dance too. Yeah, and they're happy. And like that's kind of what matters.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like wistful feeling to it. Like something that we missed.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing I have a lot on my playlist. There are little sprinkles of it on yours. Yeah.
And I think this song both has that, but then also, well, one has that like da-na-na-na-na-na, so it is like really upbeat and fun. And I think also has that hope of like, but it will be okay. Because I'll be dancing that way too.
Yeah.
So
it's reflective, but not pained.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
like a real good, like one of the really good Beach Boys songs. Yeah. Some of the really good Beach Boys songs have that quality too.
Yes.
Yeah. I really liked it. I went back and looked into the band a little bit because I liked it that much. I was like,
I don't know much about the band.
I didn't either. They were, a teen act in the 60s.
Makes sense. Yeah. But yeah,
they're what they sound like.
I love this song. It's the last song in the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That's where I've heard it before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they dance to and they're dancing this, but it's just a fun celebratory. And again, it's got that like a little bit of listlessness.
I think this is such a Maggie song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's just such a Maggie song. You love oldies. That's like in your heart.
I do.
And it is genuine celebration. Even and I think that's who you are. Like you should never change.
Yeah.
Keep that the rest of your life. Keep it. Well, you should do that. By the way, Maggie did a sound during her vows, which killed me.
Did I? What did I do?
He did like he did one of those. He did one of those. Like you did like a bragging sound when somebody's. I think it was Will, obviously, who said like describe something you did. You like did like a one of these. That one.
Yeah.
You did that, and I was like, man, she really is one of a kind. Just exactly.
People
who
did
she
love
is.
our vows.
They were wonderful. They were sweet and adorable.
Thank you.
They were portraits of each other.
Yeah,
and I like that about it.
We did not plan it at all, and they ended up being like wonderful.
They were really
mirrors
sweet
of each other.
They were really sweet. I know Alice really liked them.
Aww.
Yeah, she really liked them. Okay, and I'll explain who Alice is momentarily.
You had a
that's right. I have to explain that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I guess now's the time. Oh no, wait! I got a catapult.
Yeah,
first.
I got a catapult.
Sorry. My catapult.
Yes.
Because I'm a strategist. Is Let Down by Radiohead.
I wondered. This
Down
might be
is-
my favorite Radiohead song I've ever heard.
My favorite Radiohead song, period. And my favorite song, period. Wow. I love it.
It It's
love it. One of the things that makes Radiohead so incredible is that they can take something like the image being rendered here and make it into something transformative. Like this is the image of a bug that got squashed, you know, and they made it into a statement about what life is.
Yeah.
And not a dumb one.
Right.
You know, I have a very dear friend who walked down the aisle to this song.
Wow.
And it was perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Because nobody would.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Really good. This is from OK Computer. I think that's one of the best albums ever made. I don't know where, but somewhere, you know, in that list. If you haven't heard OK Computer, stop listening to this podcast and go listen to OK Computer. Seriously, it's incredible. It changed music. Music's different because of it. This song doesn't get played anymore. I've seen them in concert like 4 times, 5 times.
And they don't play it anymore?
No.
Wow, that's just,
They don't play it. It's just, I know why. It's not a ballad. It doesn't hit.
Sure.
It's not.
Yeah.
But it's a shame because it's the one thing I'd love to hear before.
Yeah, especially I mean, just, it is a very, like, it fills you.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of songs like that on my playlist, but this song starts very like humble and sort of small, almost like a music box, and it swells into something that's like, wow. And like the note that he hits when he says one day, where he's like just belting that note out for a year.
Yeah.
It's great, man. And and it comes right before Karma Police on the record. So you're literally coming down from this song and then it hits you with Karma Police.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. There are lots of you who are too young to like Radiohead. Nothing I say will change your mind. I get it. And you know what? Every band has an era, and that era is closing for Radiohead, and I get it. Maybe some of you who don't like them will try this song out and find out why people love them so much, because I don't know what else to say. I think that, again, I think of marriage as being something that endures in pain. And also, it also is an organization of chaos, which is sort of our task as human beings. Our task is to organize the chaos, right? And we all do that. We do it through art. We do it through our work. We build houses. We make clothes and so on. And I think that Radiohead shows exactly how to do that musically. And I think that as a contemplation of marriage, the ideal marriage is one that can weather being squashed like a bug in the ground, like life that hands you that set of circumstances.
Absolutely.
And there are people who will. That's the hand they'll get dealt. I hope it's not me, but there'll be people like that. And I hope that they can find the ability to organize that into this. You know, something truly transcendent.
Yeah.
That's why it belongs on a wedding playlist to me. That and because I'll always think of my friend Larissa walking down the aisle to this song. And it, one of a kind. Loved it. So that was the wedding playlist.
That's the wedding playlist.
It's only been an hour and 46 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We know what you guys love.
We do. Well, we have more producers to thank. But before we do, I just want to say, Maggie asked me to do her a favor before your wedding.
Oh.
And that favor was to drive.
Oh, yes, I
to
did.
drive a friend of hers who I'd never met.
Yes.
To the wedding and back. Her name is Alice. She's a director. We had a really nice time.
Aww.
We had a really great time. We managed to stay interested enough in each other to talk for
that's a long drive.
Nearly 12 hours.
Yes.
You know, we had a good time. We really did. I mean, I know that we both, I know that it took some effort, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
We chatted a little bit since. Hopefully I'll get to run into her again, you know.
I'm sure you're, at least through me, I'm sure. Yeah.
She's really nice and sweet and thoughtful and has a lot to say. And I'm excited to see the film she makes. Yeah. She's very cool.
She's great. The biggest takeaway is, like, you know, there were just moments when I just got to look around and be surrounded by so many just like great, wonderful people. The biggest sentiment that people told me after the wedding was
really
like,
nice group of people.
Yeah.
Heart, like a very sincere, welcoming, kind group of people. Like, there are no jackasses there. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody got to have jackass friends, right? Like,
right.
There'll be jackasses at my wedding. Trust me on that. But there really weren't, like it was just it was a nice collection of people for sure. And I met your friends Natasha and the other person whose name is Hannah, whose name flew out of my head.
I talk so much about Hannah.
I know. I'm so sorry. Hannah, if you're listening, I'm very sorry. It's the name flew out of my head. She doesn't give a shit. No, they were both really nice. I've said nice a lot. They were very funny, and it was good because I realized, like, oh yeah, except for Swaim, I don't know anybody at this wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful to have met them because they really were welcoming enough that I had friends there.
Yeah.
Also I got to meet Jamie, who I hadn't met before.
Yeah.
She was cool. Yeah. What a fun time. We had a great time. It was really good. But the best thing was your wedding. It was very cute. It's too much. It's gross. Let's thank some producers. All right. When last we left off, we had thanked lawmaker Stephen Assarian.
Thank you.
Thank you to Michael Lucifer Sam Hudson.
Thank you, Michael.
He's really trying stuff every month.
Yes.
I respect that.
I respect it.
Hopefully he finds it.
Yeah.
I hope he finds it. Thanks to Maggie's favorite, Nicholas Fabian.
Thank you, Nicholas Fabian.
Thank you to Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
Sweet guy.
Yeah.
Thanks to Adam Duncan.
Thank you, Adam Duncan.
Wizard in training.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. One day, full-fledged wizard.
Yes, not yet.
What do you wear if you're a full-fledged wizard in 2022?
In 2022, probably a suit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think they would, but cravat, right?
Oh, sure.
But not a tie, like
No,
cravat.
cravat. Yeah.
You got to do something that's like old-timey. Yeah. So when you see him in his cravat, you'll know a wizard got
Adam
his...
Duncan.
Wizard got his wings or whatever the fuck. Thanks to something clever.
Thank you, something clever.
Indeed. Maggie didn't like that. Thanks to Blake Prescott.
Thank you, Blake Prescott.
Thanks to Jessica M.
Thank you, Jessica M.
That's a person who's solving capers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, not necessarily murders, but like insurance fraud and stuff. She's doing investigate, like Murder, She Wrote style investigations of insurance fraud and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Typing up on typewriters.
Yeah.
Jessica M. is on the case. Solving that fraud claim for State Farm. Thanks so much to Sarah Sexton.
Thank you, Sarah Sexton.
Yeah, what a sweetheart. Thanks to Timothy Schreiner.
Timothy Schreiner.
You love him. You love Timothy Schreiner.
I do.
You love him. He's a woodworker.
Yeah. I would build a shrine to Timothy Schreiner.
Oh. And has out of hamster bones or whatever.
Yes, your dead plant here. Shrine to our friend Schreiner.
Maggie turned that back on me, and I deserved it. The plants are horrible now.
Yeah.
They're very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real bad in here. Thank you to Jesse Clay.
Thank you, Jesse Clay.
Thanks to Rye Weish or Wyke.
Rye Wyke.
We're legally entitled to pronounce it however we want now because this person never corrected us.
No,
so it is what we say it is. That's how life goes.
Great.
Thanks so much to Sean Bibinet. Sean Bibinet, owner of a donut emporium.
Oh, I want some. Can you send us some donuts?
Yeah, clearly I want them. I keep bringing them up.
I know.
Bibinet, get us those donuts. Get us those free nuts, bro.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Simply Ben.
Thank you, Simply Ben.
Thank you, Simply Ben.
Yeah.
Thank you, Platypus Gestapo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Just running a whole ring over here.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what they do to other animals? I mean, they murder. That's what Gestapo do.
Yeah. I was like,
Is there more? No.
Okay, yeah.
No,
okay.
I did the joke you thought.
Thank you, Joel Harper.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
I
Joel.
only think of whaling stuff with Joel Harper. It's like, man, I know I keep making whaling jokes, but really it was a pretty big industry in the 1800s.
It was.
We were running on whale oil for a while.
We were. We
Like
needed it.
the flesh of
Candles.
whales. Yeah. Lanterns. It was only rained when you had a lantern.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing it's for.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
Sorry, Joel. Garrett Cooper.
Love him.
Cooper.
Beautiful.
If
If he was an animal, he'd be a fox.
Yeah.
Like one of those good-looking foxes that also lead you to things. You know?
Oh yeah, they got a winking eye.
Yeah. They're like, I know where I'm going. Follow me, buddy. Here's some treasure.
Like, wasn't that in Green Knight? Did you see the Green Knight?
I did, and I liked Green Knight.
Did you like it? Yeah, I did too.
I didn't think it was amazing like everybody else thinks it is.
Sure. I also did.
I thought
Some
it was
people
very
hated
good.
it, and I was like, oh, no,
That's
no,
wrong.
No, you shouldn't hate it. Poem.
What I did like about it is it completely changed what that story's about.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought in a good way, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, me
it
too.
proves,
I
like,
understood what it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yes,
you had to
yes.
change it.
Yes.
It would have been like, why are we doing this movie?
Right,
If you
right.
hadn't. The change they made was definitely for the better.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like what they did.
Yeah.
All right. Benjamin Egan.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so
Professor
much.
of our hearts.
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Heartlove.
Ooh, yes.
I'm going to pass that final.
Thank you, Pie Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank
Pie Guy.
Yeah. That computes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a great banana pie last night.
Oh, fuck.
Will went to a really cool
I
event.
want that in my body.
It was fucking good. I should have brought it. We had
That's
leftover.
okay. It's all right. Next year, whatever.
year.
When we record again.
Next year.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina Ruiz.
Breezy.
Breezy.
Love you so much, Breeze.
Breeze.
We miss you, Breezy. How's the rats? That's the sound they're making.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Thank you, Kyle Trotel. Classic.
Many jokes,
Classic.
but never put them down.
Yeah. No. You're still going.
Yeah.
Thank you, Faye, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how I say it because it rhymes.
Yeah. Also, because never once received a pronunciation guide.
No, so
never one time.
I'll keep going with it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony Fahey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now that's
thank
a
you.
sitcom star. I know. I'm sure I've made that joke before.
I don't know.
It just sounds like the person
and
is
starring
like.
Tony Fahey.
Yeah, it's like the second banana on Monk or something like that. You know.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel Christensen.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor Carriage. Your carriage has arrived. What are you gonna say?
That's the app for like an 1800s like carriage. The apostles along with them. Step on in. We'll see you next month.
And last but not least,
Never least.
Adam
Maggie's real
Tanian-Jello.
favorite.
Yeah, that's my real favorite. Adam Tanian-Jello.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the solid mass in our heart.
Yeah. Yes.
But not the kind we're worried about.
Yeah. A benign mass in our
A benign,
heart.
solid mass in our heart.
Yes,
Thank you so much
yes.
for sponsoring this podcast. Hey, we did it.
We did it.
That's enough.
Yes.
They've heard plenty from us.
Yes.
It's almost 2 hours.
Crack the champagne.
If you've been
pour the
waiting to drink
toast.
champagne until now, please drink it now.
Yes, if you
please
were.
stop this podcast, listen to those 2 records, then drink the champagne.
Yes,
Hey, if
yes.
you do that, you'll have been given the true gift, which is, you know, good stuff in your ears.
Yeah.
That's what we try to give you.
True.
Yeah. Mags, much love, buddy.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Small Beans endeavor. We're a bunch of pals who make podcasts, sketches, music, web series, and movies. The Beans always have new ideas percolating, so make sure to check us out at patreon.com/smallbeans. That's patreon.com/smallbeans, where you can browse all of our current and past content, see what we've got planned in the future, and learn how your support can help the small beans grow into huge, giant monster beans. If you enjoyed this content module, please like, rate, subscribe, or tell a friend about us. We love you!